Hi everybody, it's Cindy here with Stampin' Chick Creations. I just wanted to jump on and show you a really fun technique that I saw my good friend Tamara Bertram make the other day, and I thought, oh yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. And I thought that would be a great technique to share with you guys. So I just wanted to show you how quick and easy they are and how you can use our new blending brushes to do this technique, and you will love it. Okay, let's get started. So the card that Tamara showed were these two. And so I went to go ahead and do them again myself. And I did these so quickly the other night. And I thought, oh, I love this. Like, we need to do more of this type of thing. So, and it's a great way to showcase our new blending brushes. So if you haven't seen these, they come in a 3-pack. They're blending brushes. They are not available right now. They're actually on back order, but you can do the same type of technique with sponges as well, but the blending brushes makes it really nice. So you're gonna have to put it on your need list as soon as they become available, because they are a definite must-have for every crafting room. So you can use one color per brush, or you can use multiple colors, and they actually just run underwater to clean them. And there are millions of little bristles in here, and they actually feel like velvet. I'm only using one brush per color right now because I know that they're not available. Okay, so once they become available, then I will probably dedicate one brush to each color, but right now I'm not. Okay, so let's get started. I'll show you how quick these are. Okay, so what we need is a scrap piece of paper, and then you need your card base and just your Whisper White or Very Vanilla, whichever you choose, for your card front, okay? And you need some washi tape or something similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take my scrap. Now you can use computer paper for this, or you can use cardstock or whatever you prefer. And I'm just randomly tearing this, just jagged. No real rhyme or reason to it. The thing is, you just don't want them to be very similar in looks, either side. Just so that it's actually not what I wanted to happen, but okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this piece about here. I'm going to grab some washi tape, and I have never used washi tape. I know, it's weird, but I have not. Not for how it's supposed to be used. I use washi tape for things like this, where I'm trying to hold something down. So you can do this with large Post-it notes as well. If you have Post-it notes, this is a great thing to do. I'm just using washi tape because it's what I have close by. And I don't have any large full-sized Post-it notes handy. So I'm just going to put washi tape along the back just to hold this down. And then I'm going to bring my other piece, and I'm going to decide how wide I want this to be, my strip. I'm just going to kind of curl this a little bit just so that it lays a little flat. These are kind of really jagged, aren't they? There. That might be a little better. Okay. So I'm going to make it about there. So if you have a lot of washi tapes hanging around and not sure what to do with it, this is great. I have a few rolls here because I always had good intentions of using them, and it never happened, sadly. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use, I can actually put a little bit on the side here just because I want to make sure this stays down. It's really important that your paper stays flat so the color doesn't go underneath. So I'm going to use two colors here for the first card that I'm doing. This one here is the first one. And I'm going to use Crumb Cake, which is our lighter color. And then I'm going to use Soft Suede. So Crumb Cake, I'm just going to open up my ink pad. And I'm just going to tap this in here. And then I'm just going to very lightly. Now I like to kind of tap it off the paper just so that it makes it a little bit more even. And so what I'm actually doing is I'm just in a circular motion, just rolling this in between my two pieces of scrap. And it's hard to see on the crumb cake because it is so light. But as we get going on this, you'll see. And I really do like using these brushes for this because it has the handle, so it makes it really, really nice to use. And if you need to, you can use your finger to kind of hold your paper down. And so I'm just kind of filling these in. Just basically sponging. Now I'm not going to do the whole, I'm not going to fill the whole sheet too dark. I'm concentrating more on the edges. Because what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the soft suede as well. There's a couple more white spots here. I'm just trying to fill in just so that it's not as blunt. And up here. So every time you do this, it will be a little bit different, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to kind of just clean my brush a little bit, and then I'm going to come in with soft suede. Now this is a new ink pad, so it's going to be pretty juicy. So tapping off will be very important. The problem is if you don't tap off, you end up with almost, I don't want to say a blob because that's not, it's just too dense of color. So tapping off just kind of takes a little bit of the intensity off, I guess, is how I would describe it. So even when you're sponging, you're supposed to start off your page and then roll it into your page. So, and I'm going to use the Enjoy the Moment stamp set for this one. So this is a stamp set that we got free for attending one of the Stampin' Up! Events. And I quite like it. It's not a stamp set I would normally actually purchase, to be quite honest, but it does have the different pods, and each of those pods represents one of the countries that we are in with Stampin' Up! So that's kind of fun. Don't ask me which one is Canada, because I can't tell you. However, okay. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to come in with a little bit more crumb cake and just do the center. Just because it is very, I can still see some white. And I'm not pressing very hard. You might think that I am, but I'm actually not. And the really cool thing about this is I can use the same paper when I go do my butterfly. Okay, so happy with that. So I'm going to put these two back, and then I'm going to come in with Early Espresso. I'm going to bring the pods in. I'm going to use this pod and maybe the leaves. Possibly. Nope, the leaves are not assembled. I guess we won't use leaves. Let's use this one. Possibly that one. Okay. Now, when I did this last night, I overstamped on my card, which I tend to do sometimes. Okay, Early Espresso. I don't know how juicy my Early Espresso really is. Because this is a larger stamp, I'm going ink to stamp as opposed to stamp to ink. You've heard me say that different times. Okay, so I'm going to actually just stamp this here. I think you guys can see that on camera. Okay, and then I'll take this one. The real magic is when I take the paper off. Now I want to be very cautious because my paper doesn't go all the way to the end there. I just want to make sure that I'm not stamping on the clean part. That would not be good. Okay, so let's just see how we made out with that. It's funny, every time you do this, it looks a little different. Okay, so I'm going to very carefully remove my washi tape. And the nice part is if your cardstock rips your base, it doesn't really matter because it's going to be glued down anyway. Like that. That's what I mean. And I get to just remove this washi tape. Don't rip it too much though. There. Oops, I need those, so I'm going to have to put those to the side. There we go. So, I think I actually used very vanilla paper on that, but anyway. So then I'm going to bring in my sentiment. That's going to say, what? Friendship is found in simple things. How about that? That's really pretty. Friendship is found in simple things. And I'm going to use Early Espresso. Again, that I just put away. All right, now I gotta clean those all up because they're a disaster. And I'm gonna glue this down. And there's my first card done. See how simple that is? So scrap paper, your blending brushes, and your inks. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. So yeah, so I'm pretty sure this one I used very vanilla, and this one I used Whisper White. So anyway, okay, so that's the first one. Now let's go do the butterfly one. So give me a second. I want to clean off my stamps though, because they are dirty. I need to take my Stampin' Scrub home to wash it. So if you don't have a Stampin' Scrub or don't know how to clean your Stampin' Scrub, you basically just run it under warm water, soap and water, and just let it air dry. So I do have a chamois that I absolutely love as well. But here at the studio right now, we have no water. So the chamois is not an option for me right now. All right, so while I put these away real quick, I just want to tell you guys that you guys should be sure to subscribe to this channel and share and like it with your friends, because I would really, really appreciate it. All right, here we go. Let's do our butterflies now. So this is the butterfly one, which uses the new Butterfly Brilliance bundle. OMG, I love it. It's available now for a limited time. It is coming out in the big book that's coming out in May. And we are able, or you actually as customers are able to order it now. Now the paper that coordinates with it is 6x6 paper. It's amazingly stunning, and it is only available for a limited time. That paper will not carry over to the new book. So I'm going to suggest that you rush and get that paper because it's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. I'm excited to see what paper they're bringing out to coordinate, if that one's not. All right, so here we go. Let's get started. I'm going to use, saffron. No, I'm not. I'm going to use Daffodil Light, and then I'm going to use Mango. No, I'm going to use Melon Mambo. I'm just totally making up colors today. Anybody who joins me on my lives knows that I struggle knowing product names. I used to know all the product names off by heart, and I think as I get older, I'm getting more forgetful. so I'm actually doing Daffodil Delight everywhere. And then I will go over with the Mango Melody when I'm done. So this is an awesome technique. I'm so glad that Tamara showed it, because I was like, oh yeah, I haven't done that in so long. Because, you know, we tend to get on these tangents of certain things at certain times, right? Okay, I think that's enough yellow. What do you think? It's a good base, eh? You can always come in with some crushed curry too to do that. Okay, so here we go. And then let's put this back. Melon mango. No. Yeah, melon mambo. Sorry. Melon mambo. So I'm going right over the yellow. I'm kind of fading it in, but then concentrating more on the edge here. Isn't that pretty? I'll actually turn this so that I can get this end here a little bit better. So again, you want to be careful because my paper doesn't go all the way to the edge here. I don't want to be going onto my clean part. Pretty. Yes. Okay, I feel like there's a very defined line there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my yellow again, and I'm just going to see if I can soften that up a little bit. And then that way, yeah, that's better. So when you mix your two colors, it reminds me of a beach scene, eh? Doesn't it? Or sunset? Beautiful. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my butterflies. This is always the tricky part. So I did this on my Stamparatus last night, but I think tonight I'm going to do it, or today I'm going to do it a little bit differently. If I can find my black ink right here. So I'm going to ink this right up. Now, I don't need the entire butterfly inked up, to be quite honest, but come on. So again, being careful, because this piece is my clean piece. I'm going to line that up. I should have gone up a little bit more, but that's fine. And then when that happens, my stamp just stuck to my hand, because this is not how I did it last night. Yeah, that did not work out how I wanted. Okay, doesn't matter. We can fix it. I can actually put a butterfly here. That's not what I wanted to happen. I should have just done it with my Stamparatus, which would have been the smart thing to do. Always use your Stamparatus. Okay. So what I will actually do to fix this is I will actually punch out or die cut the butterflies to put on top here, is what I'll do. And then I'm just going to add my, a little note, and then we're done. Okay, so this one, yeah, this one I messed up. So use your Stamparatus. Use your Stamparatus. But yeah, I hope you guys like those. Try them out, and share your pictures with me. Okay, thanks for joining me. I hope you're having a great day. Bye, everybody. See ya.